Court calls case People versus Anika Skibb.
Mr. Riser, on behalf of the people.
However, on behalf of Ms. Skibb, who is approaching for him, Ms. Skibb, please introduce yourself to the court.
My name is Annika Skibb.
Yes, I mispronounce it every time.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for pretrial and violation of bond. As to the, would the court prefer to address the bond violation first?
Hold on a second. Got it. Okay, go ahead.
Would the court prefer to address the bond violation first or the pretrial?
Bond violation.
So, Your Honor, at this time, Ms. Skibb is not going to contest the violation. She is going to admit the violation for drinking and testing positive on the silver link.
And Skibb, why?
Your Honor, I'm very ashamed because this mistake was absolutely not indicative of the work I've been putting in the last few months, regularly attending meetings, and I'm very involved in the AA community in this area. I did an assessment by First Step Referral Services and was advised to complete inpatient treatment, and this is not at all acceptable, but the idea of having to be away from my son and the stress of this case on me, I allowed it to get to me. And when I messed up, I panicked, but I am currently at Dawn Farm.
Do I have the violation?
And it is the 90-day program, correct? Yeah, so she's in the gold standard, the big one.
Well, I'm looking for my copy of the. How much were you drinking?
The day of the 20th, so the first day, I believe I had
The day of the 20th?
The day of the 20th is when I thought the report was sent from, Your Honor.
No, Ms. Skibb, have you seen the bond violation report?
I have not.
Have you had a chance to look at it? We discussed it, Judge, but we haven't.
Sorry, I was thinking about the 18th, Your Honor.
Yes,
On the 18th,
Yes.
you blew a .12.
I had 2 drinks. Was immediately after, I believe so. I believe 2 drinks, possibly 3. I don't remember exactly.
Then immediately after that, basically through that was at 10:33 when you blew those numbers. And then basically into the early morning of the 19th, you missed your testing.
Correct.
Are you indicating to me on the 18th, you had 2 drinks?
No, Your Honor, I'm saying I don't remember how many. I believe it was 2 right before breathalyzing. I believe it was.
And then how many did you have after that?
Again, I don't know. Was a few drinks the next day as well.
What?
It was at least a few drinks the next day as well. I don't remember exactly how many, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I didn't measure.
Because then at 2 o'clock that next day, PM, you blow a .09.
Correct, Your Honor. Like I said, I panicked and I was drinking for the next day, so.
You kept not retesting as it's required. And then by 9 o'clock that night, you blew a .267. Mr. Allen.
Okay.
And you say now you're in treatment?
Yes, I'm currently at Dawn Farm and I was in jail for 6 days.
Anything else you want to say?
Your Honor, Ms. Skibb has been very honest and open with me about this and about her problems with her drinking. She is like I said, she is at Dawn Farm. From my understanding, I believe it is going to be effective, and correct me if I'm wrong, eager to get back on track. She is deeply regretful and remorseful of her mistakes. She's been honest with me the whole time, and I don't believe she's tried to hide this at any point. But we are asking that, Your Honor, that she be allowed to return to Dawn Farm rather than the custody of the county today.
And then what will I do with her?
And I suppose see what happens at Dawn Farm after 90 days. She is inpatient. It is inpatient, Judge, if that makes sense.
Do I have it?
I'm
Do
sorry.
you have proof of that?
We don't have any. Do you have the written documentation here right now?
I have, so I have documentation from the farm with me. I also signed a legal release of information to Mr. Bradell on Monday when I was admitted. I also
Right
have,
now, I don't have anything.
I have a peer with me that's from the farm that is also with me. If possible, we can call the farm. Whatever proof is needed, I will be able to get to you today. I didn't realize that I needed more than the legal release of information.
Well, somehow or another, that information's got to get to me, but this, based upon the violation that I see, defendant's bond is revoked. I'm going to remand her to the Washington County Jail. I'll set it out 1 week during the sentencing and review that, but right now it's revoked. Defendant's remanded.
Understand.
Will be adjourned to March 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. Set the defendant's bond at a $5,000 personal recognizance bond. I will order, yes, sir.
I'm gonna be in rehab. I got next 10 days, I'm gonna be going into rehab for at least 30 days.
When are you going in?
Within the next 10 days. I'm in the process of like getting hold of the number to the distribution center.
Okay. Where are you doing this rehab?
This is for Plymouth. Canton Township.
The court?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have paperwork indicating that?
On me, I do not. I just went to court yesterday for it. It's either 30
Okay,
days in
so
jail.
here's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna need to get that paperwork to your attorneys here.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so that they can show the court, but I'm gonna leave it set for the
Oh.
19th.
Within to bring it up here to the courts, I feel like I'll have it within the next couple of days. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be sending me the number from Canton for the distribution center. And then I'll know exactly, okay. To you, right here. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
I'll order standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons. There should be no alcohol, recreational marijuana, or illegal drug use. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
I will also sign an order for community corrections regarding testing. At this point, it'd be 2 times per week, but if you're in treatment, then deal with that. If I were to give you a test today, you gonna come back clean?
Nope.
I didn't think so. What have you been using?
Okay. It's been 3 days or so, but it's still probably come back dirty.
What do you mean it's been 3
I haven't used anything in the past couple of days. But it's still, I don't think it'll come back clean, to answer your question.
Well, your bond on your other case in Plymouth, you're not supposed to be using.
Yeah, this is all right.
Why?
That's why I'm going into rehab.
Are you testing out there?
Not so just starting everything. I just went to court yesterday.
Let me just tell you. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, Mr. Allen. Young man,
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this once.
Yeah.
When was the last time you used?
It's been about 4 days. To be honest with you. Yeah, the honest answer is I can't give you an exact date, but it's been within 3 or 4 days, Your Honor. To be completely honest with the courts. That's one of the reasons I'm going into rehab. Because of my lack of control.
Where are you going to rehab?
I'm still, I gotta get a hold of their 34th is sending me the number to the distribution center. I haven't gotten it yet. As soon as they get it to me, I'll know exactly then. And I can give the court the information that I have at that point in time.
When did 34th order you to?
No, not 34th, 36th Plymouth. Yesterday. I was just in court yesterday.
Okay. And they ordered you to rehab.
Yes. Is it 30 days in
What
jail?
judge?
Your Honor,
Goody?
I found the case, if I may.
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Barron.
It's before Judge Giroux in 31st, 35th. It does look like he appeared yesterday and pled. Their ROAs look a little bit different than ours. It's a little bit difficult to understand, but it looks like he was sentenced yesterday, at noon. It says optional jail term, but that's all I can really see. Optional term 30 days. But it looks like yeah, that's all it says really, about his sentence.
But it doesn't say anything about treatment.
It doesn't really tell me. Well, it says probation. It's pretty unclear. It says there's a bunch of entries with description. It says crime rights assessment. Oh, those are the fees. Optional jail term, probation, monetary transaction. He paid $125. Scheduled to report to jail 6/20/25. So that may be what he's referring to
Have a
when he
jail,
says.
you got a jail sentence?
If I may, Your Honor, my client seems to be the understanding that if he were to complete the inpatient rehab, he would not have to do that jail sentence, which I believe that might be why then his report date is in June 2025. If so, maybe that jail time will not actually be imposed if he does that rehab.
Right, because it says optional term.
Yes, Your Honor.
I can
Do
print
they
out.
know you, do they know you've been using?
No,
Yeah.
I think that's why I chose to go to rehab versus going to jail. I think rehab would be better for me than going to sitting in jail for 30 days versus going to the rehab. That's what I need. I think
Well, I
personally.
understand that, but that's not my issue right now. Did somebody bring you here?
Yes.
Okay, so, but my question really is, does the other court know that you've been using?
No. They've not dropped me yet.
Pardon?
They've not dropped me, no, sir, Your Honor.
Did you talk with anybody at the other court, their probation department, anybody?
Yes, I have.
Because I'm going to be honest with you, sir. I think when you give me that 3 to 4 days, I think you've used more recently
No, sir.
by the way that you're acting.
No, I've not used today at all. I've not. I promise, of course, I'm gonna use, it's been at least 3, 4 days. Minimum. I'm a little nervous right now, to be honest with you.
All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to set the defendant's bond at a $15,000. I'll just do a 10% bond, but if he's got it, he can pay it. I'll set a special pretrial or at least review of his bond on March 12th, 2025 at 9 a.m. That's my sentencing docket. But that way he's not in a week. Ms. Payton, Ms. Farroney, if you get information more specific for me from the other court as to what he's supposed to do, then I'll consider his release. But at this point, he's not leaving here.
Yes, Your Honor.
In this gripping and deeply personal courtroom session, two very different defendants stand before Judge Simpson, both fighting addiction, but with dramatically different outcomes. First, Anna Skibb appears for a bond violation hearing after testing positive for alcohol on her monitoring device, openly admitting her mistake with genuine shame and remorse. She explains that despite months of hard work attending AA meetings and staying committed to her recovery, the overwhelming stress of her case combined with the heartbreaking fear of being separated from her young son caused her to break down and drink. What started as a couple of drinks quickly spiraled out of control. She blew a 0.12 on the 18th, kept drinking through the night, missed her required testing, blew a 0.09 the next afternoon, and by 9 p.m. that same night registered a staggering 0.267 blood alcohol level. However, Anna arrives in court with something powerful in her corner. She has already voluntarily enrolled herself in Dawn Farm, one of the most respected and intensive 90-day inpatient treatment programs available, bringing documentation and even a peer support companion from the facility with her to court. Despite her honesty and proactive steps toward recovery, Judge Simpson has no choice but to revoke her bond and remand her to the county jail for 1 week, setting a review date of March 19th, while acknowledging that her commitment to treatment at Dawn Farm is genuinely the gold standard approach to beating addiction. The second case is a strikingly different story. A male defendant appears before Judge Simpson, claiming he's going into rehab within the next 10 days for a drug issue, but immediately raises massive red flags when he cannot provide a single piece of paperwork confirming his rehab enrollment, admits he was literally just in court the day before for a separate case in Plymouth, and most shockingly, confesses under Judge Simpson's sharp questioning that he used drugs within the last 3 to 4 days, a direct violation of his bond conditions in both cases. Judge Simpson studies the defendant's body language and mannerisms carefully and delivers a brutally honest assessment, telling the defendant directly that he does not believe it has been 3 to 4 days and suspects the drug use was far more recent than admitted. Unlike Anna Skibb, who came to court prepared, remorseful, and already in treatment, this defendant has no paperwork, no confirmed rehab placement, no clean test, and no credible plan, leaving Judge Simpson no choice but to set his bond at $15,000 with a 10% option and order him held until a special review on March 12th, making it crystal clear that without concrete proof of his rehab commitment, he is not walking out of that courtroom.